Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Rosero Games stage.
Hello, hello.
So, Richie's going to join us and play Dragon Age, but it's not just us playing Dragon Age Inquisition.
Oh, no.
We're playing the new DLC, by the way, so there might be spoilers. So, I apologise in advance. But it's okay, it's been out 6 months. It's past the threshold of
statute
spoiler.
of limitations is up now.
Oh,
That's it.
yeah, we have a very special guest backstage. Can we get Alix Wilton Regan, please, on stage? Round of applause, come on!
Hi, guys. Hi.
You get a nice comfy couch
Oh,
for the next
thanks.
50 minutes.
Cheers.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Do you have your Twitter sign thing that you wanted to pull up?
This.
I gave it to
It's over here.
Tama.
Oh,
It's okay.
That was very
We're going to
sweet.
put it on the
Are
front
Are you
of the
playing
stage.
as an elf? Playing
yes,
as an elf.
we're an
Good
elf.
choice. Nice.
There you go.
Is that your favourite, the elf?
I play as a human,
Okay.
but I'm starting slowly to kind of get myself into the whole. Then I'm going to progress onwards to more, the elf, Kunari, something
So
like
mine's
that.
a female barbarian warrior. That's
Oh,
her
wow.
backstory.
Kick
She's got a
ass.
scar on her face.
Kick
She's
ass.
badass.
Nice.
So this was actually the choice of our community online. So we streamed the entire
Fantastic.
game
Yeah.
and they chose everything
They
about it.
made this character.
Yeah,
Choice,
so
guys.
she scored Bowie, as in like David Bowie, because she looks a little bit like David Bowie.
Nice. We like this.
She's a small elf, and yeah, she's a little bit evil,
Okay.
because you know what the community are like online.
Because
They always want to see the evil
fans
option.
thought was good. A little bit evil. Good, we like that.
So Rich is going to just
Straight in.
plow on with the mission, and we're just going to chat about Dragon Age.
Okay, fabulous.
So, the Inquisitor, that's a
Yes.
pretty big role. That's
is.
the biggest role. I
It
mean,
is.
how did that come around? Obviously, you've worked with BioWare for many years.
Yeah.
So how did it come around that you would be the top dog?
I don't know. Someone upstairs is looking out for me for sure, along with my lovely fans who are very vocal about enjoying my work. But they basically got me in for. I was in Dragon Age 1 and 2, and then they gave me a much larger role in Samantha Trainer for Mass Effect 3. And then when they were casting Dragon Age Inquisition, I know that BioWare and a lot of the people at BioWare put out some feelers and said, who would you like to see in the Inquisition, or Dragon Age 3 as it was then called. And some beautiful people out there replied saying, we'd like to have Alix, and I think that made an impact, so thank you very much, everyone. I kind of owe it all to you, really.
Well done, well done.
Thank you.
Well done,
Applaud
everyone.
yourselves. Applaud yourselves.
I'm sorry,
Thank
you're
you.
going to have to actually tell me where I need
So
to
you
go
have, I think
here.
you have to back out. I think it's in the Ferelden, yeah.
Okay.
I'm going on to Ferelden.
I've never played this before, so...
No, neither have I. So,
well, we completed
What
the game.
else?
we played the whole game. We just haven't played the DLC
Oh, you haven't
yet.
played the DLC?
Yeah, that's
Okay,
all.
cool.
Yeah.
We were saving it for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well,
Which
now we
one
can't
is
even
it?
find it. You'll find it, Rich. Just
will
work
I?
your way.
What are you looking for?
The DLC.
The DLC. This man in the front row knows. You look like you know.
Oh,
It's been a while. If you back out and you go to the little menu, it'll tell you where...
the journal.
The journal, that's
Right,
what it is.
Yeah, okay.
She is kick-ass. She looks amazing.
Yeah, right.
When you see it, genuinely looks like David Bowie. I don't know how that came around.
There we go.
So if you
yeah,
can get
it's
the
got
face.
like the little mullet and everything.
If you press start, can you go to the character
Wow.
and zoom in
Kind
on
of
the...
labyrinth era
If you go to
David Bowie.
the character, right?
Inventory, right?
There you go, you should see a pop-up. There you go.
Look
The
at her.
David
mage.
Bowie of elves.
She's amazing. She's a mage as well, right?
Yeah,
she is,
I
yeah.
play
Yeah.
human mage. Nice.
Yeah, we shouldn't look at the name of that weapon either, just as an FYI.
Oh,
so
yeah.
our community named all the weapons that we created. They named everything.
So what's her stick called, or her?
I'm not sure
The
it's...
community named it, so you
Okay.
can only imagine.
Okay.
Yeah, it might be slightly dirty.
Yeah.
That's all right. But there are children here.
Yes,
so.
there are. So we will keep it clean.
Actually, I think the one child that was here has left.
Okay.
Says something about how the interview's going, guys.
Yeah, yeah. In the right direction. That's what I say.
So,
So-
it's Frostback Basin I have to go to.
Yeah, so you'll find that, Rich.
Okay, so, yeah. This is...
There you go. See, look.
Oh, is it back? It was Ferelden, okay.
Can
I'm
you-
so sorry, everyone. Was it
Okay,
back?
Down.
girl in yellow.
Down.
Girl in yellow. Do you want to?
Yay!
Okay, you got it.
Thank you.
We did that just to
Well
get
done.
you guys involved, because
Yeah.
that's the kind of people we are.
Participation. Yeah.
So did you take any advice from Mark Meer? Because obviously you worked with Mark for Mass
he's
Effect.
a rubbish actor.
He was
Why
on the
would you
stage
wanna-
yesterday. This is the first time you met him at this show,
Yes,
right, as well?
this is the first time I met him, but I feel like I know him so well from doing Mass Effect
Yeah.
3. It's a kind of insane situation. It's the same with Jennifer Hale. I've spent months of my life with these people, but only...
Yeah.
Well, I've never met Jen, but
Yeah.
met Mark yesterday. It was just such an incredible process because it's such a big world. So it's quite hard to keep track of all the scripts and, of course, delivering all the different options to the fans, you know.
I was going to ask you if you had a preference.
I was just going to say,
Yeah.
do you want to
Who
choose
have
our
you got
party
at the
members?
moment? It can have anyone.
I'd chosen Sarah Varick and Cassandra, but you can change that
Sarah,
if you want.
Varick and San.
Yeah, you can have Blackwall, or you could have Vivian.
Sarah's the cheeky elf.
Have you got
Iron
Iron
Bull?
Bull?
Do you
I've
want
got a
Iron Bull?
soft spot for Iron Bull.
Okay, we'll have
Put
Iron Bull then.
in.
I do
Thank
like
you.
Iron Bull.
Blackwall's quite fun. Oh, is it Varick? Varick. Can we go for Varick?
Okay. I do admire Blackwall's beard.
Do you want to go for Blackwall then?
Being
Go
a
for his
beard
beard.
man
'cause I
Just-
know
just for the
it's like-
beard,
okay.
right?
All right, cool.
Excellent.
Let's do it.
Good stuff. Good stuff, good stuff.
So yeah, we had Mark on the stage yesterday, and he'd been working with Ali Hillis for 8 years.
Yeah.
Hadn't met until yesterday.
I know.
So it's amazing that these kind of
It's
cons bring
crazy,
you
right?
guys together for the first time.
Well, of course, Ali playing Liara Tassoni and me playing Samantha Trainer in Mass Effect 3, we were rival love interests
Yeah, for
for
sure.
Jen Hale, certainly. Not for Mark Meer, because my character
Of course.
likes women, not men. But doing this, I had so many options to choose from. They were like almost all potential love interests, except Dorian, right? Dorian's, everyone bar Dorian.
For the guys, right?
So yeah, Dorian's for the boys. So that was an experience.
Did you find it tricky going from the kind of the Paragon to the Renegade? Because I mean, with Trainer, you were basically, here's the scripts, right?
Yes.
But with the female Inquisitor,
Yeah.
it was like you can go
There's
evil
anything.
or you can be nice.
Yeah,
so
there's anything. The way I describe playing the Inquisitor is just knowing where her voice comes from. So like if you look at that picture where she is there, you can sort of see that she's got her plate of armor around her center, and I just sort of feel like with her, she really speaks from her diaphragm. That was about the only thing that I could hold on to for the Inquisitor, is just to think she's centered, her voice is low, her voice is direct. And then whatever situation you put her in, try to keep that consistency of character, as it were.
You have to kind of make it sound authoritative as well
Yeah.
as commanding.
Yeah. And there were some days when the director said, okay, I don't know what you're doing. You sound like you just smoked 40 Marlboro Lights or something ridiculous. Like,
was a dragon hunter who vanished
Yeah.
on his last expedition.
so kind of from her center, from her chest.
Precisely.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see you've read Lautrec's Precursors to the Chantry.
So did you have a particular
Is that
fate?
Scout?
It is, yes.
So that's Ali.
Yes, right.
And he's...
He hunted demons.
I have no idea.
dragons, and dangerous hostage.
I think, isn't he new? Isn't he the DLC? Isn't
He's
he
in the
just
DLC.
yeah. Isn't he just one of like the camp leaders?
You look like you know everything. You're like, I'm like,
What are we going to
Are we going to be evil or are we going to be good?
I'm all for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter. Loot sounds good.
Loot does sound good. Yeah.
Scout
Why not?
Harding, you have
Always
So-
go for the loot.
Do you
How do
prefer?
you say that line without sounding funny? Scout Harding, you had me at equipment.
He may help us discover what
Because she wasn't a love interest, but you can flirt with her, right?
Yeah. Ali's outrageous. She probably wrote that in for herself.
Yeah,
She
for
probably
sure.
wanted to flirt with me.
There's also an Avar hold to the east. Unlike the Joss
So is this, this has the bear in it? Is this one the bear? Has anyone played this? Has anyone played this? Is it the bear? Embarrassment. Those ones, yeah. Embarrassment. Sorry, you have to get further into it than you
Okay,
want.
okay. It's all right. We
It's a
probably
whole
won't
thing
get
with a
that.
bear. Yeah,
Oh.
the ladies know. Thank you.
So did you record this at the same time as you were doing the main game, or did you have to go back into the studio?
The DLCs are always done afterwards.
Yeah.
So I think the way that it works, or certainly the way that it works with this, is we do the game, and then I guess they see how everyone responds to it, and then that helps determine what they want to write for the DLC, what they want to say, when they want to release it. For a really good example is getting Ali in to do Scout Harding a bit more, because she's obviously such a popular character from the Mass Effect franchise. So I
That
think it
wasn't
was
the right
important
way.
to have Scout in this.
You might have to bear with me a little bit here.
You're looking for something. Let's see what
Rich
happens.
has got
read.
lost already.
What are we
How
going
do
to
I
read?
get out of here?
This is a great start, Rich.
Move, Varick, move!
He's really getting somewhere, I feel.
Yeah. No, that's a dead end.
So do you have a particular playthrough style that you prefer? Are you the evil or are you the nice?
Kind of take it. Sometimes when I'm playing, I remember recording the scenes, and I'm like,
Okay.
oh, I really want it to go that way because that was really naughty, or that was really sweet, or that made me cry. But I don't have I wouldn't say I have a particular style. Although I get very frustrated with my mage staff because I'm like smacking it into the earth, shooting it across, smacking it into the earth, shooting it across. It just gets tiring.
Yeah, for
you
sure.
know? And I'm not. I wouldn't describe myself as a sort of seasoned gamer, so I haven't quite worked out how best to use my rogues with my mages, with my archers, which, you know what I mean, is sort of, it's just chaos. I've died like a gazillion times. It's really embarrassing.
Which lines did you prefer to do? Or was it, in terms of the lines, which did you prefer? The evil or the nice? Or is it like, it was fun to bounce back and forth?
I like bouncing very
Yeah.
much. Is that my bear? Is that the bear?
It's a...
No.
I don't know
No.
what that
It's a
is.
strange sea creature
But
thing.
it's
Okay.
benign, so I'll leave
Cool,
it.
that's not the bear.
It's not hostile.
No, I quite like bouncing. I think the playthroughs, the reads are called direct, noble, clever, which I struggle with because I never
Okay.
sound clever. Friendly, direct, noble, clever, friendly. There might be something else as well that I'm forgetting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, there was a
those
few
are the
different
four
variations
and
of
so
stuff
the
like
line
that.
will come up on the script and it'll say direct or noble or clever or friendly, and then you sort of record tonally according to that.
Well, there's more involved in this in terms of the Mass Effect games, because the Mass Effect games, it was basically evil or good or
Good,
neutral.
yeah.
But in this, you've got, if you're a mage, you're going to have different lines. If you're a human, if you're an elf. So, I mean, how long were you in the studio?
With the way you design yourself. If
Yeah.
you're an elf and you choose to have the markings, there's a whole script about, you know, this is an incredible journey about slavery. And yeah, you know how to do this. This is much better than me. Come to my house and get me further on through the game. Sorry, your question was how many hours, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, in terms of, because like, there was so much more to it than just the three stances.
Yeah, I had the pleasure of going to meet the BioWare people in Canada just before Christmas, and they told me that I recorded 11,000 lines.
Wow.
And it was over somewhere between 5 or 6 months.
Oh, wow.
So that was something. Yeah.
That wasn't solid time in the studio, right? I mean, were you doing other stuff on the
It's
side?
about 4 hours a day, 4 or 5 days a week.
Oh,
Because
wow.
once you've gone past 4 hours, your voice is just
Yeah, for
knackered.
sure.
You kind of can't really do much more.
So do you have to flip back and forth between, I mean, were you jumping around in terms of the script? Are
Yeah,
you,
massively.
Or are you staying with good and then you do
No,
evil?
no. You do every scene, and you record every scene 5 different ways.
Wow.
So it's, oh, look at him.
We have a man down. Iron Bull is down.
Good old eyeball.
Come on, you can do it.
For a guy called Iron Bull, he doesn't last long, does he?
Come on.
Come on, Rich.
Where's your team? Who's died?
Iron
Bull's
Bull has
dead.
died.
Bloody useless, Freddie
Varric
Prinze Jr.
is down there, I think.
You can tell him I said that if he's watching. Who are your favourite party members?
I like
It
Sarah.
sounds like the politics, doesn't it? Who's your favourite Conservative member? Who do you vote for in Labour? Who's
I
your
always take
favourite?
Sarah in.
Yeah,
every
Sarah.
time.
I like
Sarah.
Cheeky
Sarah's
elf, right?
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her name's Robin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In real life. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially being British as well, right? Because
Yes.
she's got the cheeky kind of Mancunian accent.
Yes. Have you done the biscuit scene
The
with
biscuit
Sarah?
scene.
Does anyone do the biscuit scene with Sarah? Raise your hand if you did the biscuit scene with Sarah.
Is that what you do in the stronghold, right? And you go up into the inn. and
Is
you
that right? The Stronghold, the inn? Yeah. Biscuit scene with Sarah. Best day in the studio. They went, okay, so in this scene, Sarah's going to offer you some biscuits and so on and so forth. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. I'm going to get totally method. So I jumped out the booth, ran into the main bit of the studio, went, guys, I need some biscuits urgently. No, really, it's for my job. Okay? And I took this pile of chocolate chip cookies into the studio and legitimately got away with stuff in my face for about 4 hours. Because it was, oh, thank you. And it works, right? Did it work? Okay, there you go. Thank you.
So is that
was
your
a fun
favourite scene then?
It's one of my favourite scenes, yeah.
Say one of. I'm intrigued. What else is in that?
I found No, so the stuff with Sarah in the biscuit scene, the stuff with Cole, where he's, hey, well done. Stuff with Cole, yeah, where he's kind of flipping out a bit and he's reading someone. It's quite emotionally distressing, but that was amazing because the actor I was working with was brilliant. Some of the revelations that Blackwall makes, I'm not going to say too much, but you know what I'm talking about? Yeah. His stuff, Iron Bull, some of the romance. He was one of my favorite romance options. It was really nice working with Josephine, who's played by Allegra, because it was her first game. And so she was just adorable because she was loving the whole process.
Yeah.
And of course, meeting Ali and meeting Jen Hale. And you guys know Mark Mears in this, right? Hidden a little bit. So meeting the kind of, yeah. I'm not going to tell you. You've got to find him.
Who's Mark Meir then? Come on.
He's like lots of little voices, isn't he? He was telling me, yeah. But when I first heard Scout, I was like, that's totally Ali. That's clearly Ali. So that was really sweet. And then Jen Hale plays, what's the name of the? Krem. Yeah, she's amazing.
So you guys have a strong relationship with BioWare.
Yeah.
I mean,
Love them.
Everybody seems to work on the next game, right? I mean,
hope so.
The entire Mass Effect. I said, yeah.
Touch wood.
So,
Tweet them. Tell them to have me back. Okay, thanks.
because it was their 20th birthday on
It was.
Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah, on Friday.
You did quite a lot of stuff with them as well in terms of the community, right?
Yes. I have a very soft spot for BioWare because as a company, they promote a lot of the values that I hold dear. So, for example, having Krem, who is a transgender character, or certainly a sort of, you know, she's not a descriptive gender, if that makes sense, and they have gay, lesbian, bisexual, questioning. They have everyone, and I think that's really good. And I think they should. You know, games are huge, and they go out to millions and millions of people, and they sell billions of pounds sometimes.
For sure.
So I think diversity is really important. I think everyone should have the option of playing exactly who they want. If you want to play the most, you know, white heterosexual male or female, you do that. If you want to play a Kunari lesbian, you do that. You know, I just think it's about having choices. And yeah, those are the scripts they write, and that's also how they record, just very inclusively, and sort of they're after talent, and I like that a lot.
Do you get much input on the script, or is it very stick to the script, don't veer off it?
It's pretty stick to the script, particularly for Dragon Age, because it was such a big new world that they were creating. So I think if everyone had been improvising, the game would never really have got done. Does that make sense?
For sure,
With 11,000 lines.
I'm going to just run away here, I think.
No, I think you might
Are
be
you running away?
Speaking
Are you
of choices,
have you
I'm
just
running
let
away.
everyone die?
Yeah.
Have you?
I've abandoned them
Is
all.
this your job? Because
Yes.
it's just like.
No comments.
I didn't say I was good at my
No
job.
comments. You know what
I
it might
didn't
be,
say I was
though?
good at my job.
You know what it might be? The fact that we haven't used... So when we were doing our live stream, we always used the same characters. So we might not have leveled up those characters.
See, I saw they needed leveling up, but I thought...
Who'd you play with? You said Sarah?
There's Sarah, we use Iron Bull,
Yes.
and it's either...
Cassandra? No.
No, I don't really...
Vivienne?
I'm never really... Vivienne
Yeah.
sometimes. Depends on whether I want a mage.
Yeah.
Or... Who's the other one? Oh, we Blackwall.
Okay,
So,
yeah. Do you vary your parties? Did you
No,
have
not
like...
really, no.
No, so
Oh,
you could have
personally,
like
no.
all mages or something. Okay.
Yeah. I tend to not pay attention to whether they're mages or
Got it.
warriors. It's just who I
Who you like.
and who has the best
Stone
beards.
bear hold. You're near the bear. There's something about a bear. It's going to
Okay.
happen. I can feel it.
Okay.
It'll be very embarrassing when it does. But
I'm excited.
Thanks.
It's all suspense now. Where's
Yeah,
the
right,
bear?
What's going on with the bear?
They're jumping. They're running. They're
Oh, wow.
climbing. They look like meerkats from the back. Look at them. These people do. They
Oh,
look like
wow,
those
yeah.
meerkats from the advert.
Weird.
So are
don't know
you
what's
still
going
based in the UK or are you based?
Yes, I do. I'm based in London, and BioWare record a lot of actors in a studio in London. A lot of whom were in Mass Effect, a lot of whom were in Dragon Age. There's a huge amount of work over here actually. I get another series called Deponia where I play a character called Gull. That's in London, but it's a German or a Belgian company, I forget which. So yeah, she looks great. Look at her.
She's an interesting looking character, right?
Yeah.
She's certainly unique. Oh,
So do you have to travel much to do the voices, or is it all done in London?
I'm lucky because I live in London, and they record in London. But they do a lot of motion capture and things. There's a big studio in Manchester. There's another one in Oxford. So people do travel to outside London to find the bigger studios with the motion capture. But a lot of the voice work is just done straight up in London.
Have you ever done any motion capture?
I have. Yeah.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah. I do. Yeah. I really enjoy it. I did a game called Divinity Dragon Commander.
Okay.
Or maybe it was Dragon Commander Divinity. Dragon Commander, _Divinity. Yeah, thank you. I'm doing the next ones for them. So they've got more of the Dragon Commander games coming out, and I'll be doing more of the characters from it. But I played an elf called Lohana, and they motion captured my face for that. And I'm a vegan, right? I'm a big vegan elf environmentalist, and that was all motion captured in the same studio that I recorded Dragon Age.
Okay, wow.
So yeah.
Are you hoping that BioWare start to do more of that kind of motion capture with the actors? It
I
seems
think
to
it
be
would
a
be
bigger thing these days.
fascinating, but I'm just thinking these games are so big. I mean, to motion capture all of this, you're then getting into territory like The Last of Us, because
Yeah.
that was full body capture actually. I would be really up for that because I quite like consistency. I love variation as an actor, which is why playing the Inquisitor is great because you're doing 5 different takes of everything, so that's the variation. But I also love the consistency. I like knowing the director, I like knowing the co-stars, I like working quite deeply into characters. So yeah, I would be very up for it. And it would just take the world, I guess, to a whole other level.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they have got the new Mass Effect, obviously.
yeah.
So yeah, see what happens there.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Next generation as well. Does that excite you as well?
Hugely.
More power in the consoles,
Yeah.
which means you can do
Hugely.
more in terms
Yeah.
of animations.
But even when you think that this was launched on Frostbite, yeah.
Yes, it was, right, yeah.
I mean, even that's taking it to another level.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
And it will continue evolving, and I think it's fascinating.
Yeah.
I really do.
And this was very early on in the generation as well. When Mass Effect 4 is announced and comes out, it's going to be
Yeah.
in the future.
No, exactly. Oh, there's Storvacker. Where's the bear?
Where is the bear? Why is Iron Bull standing up there?
Ask those in the
I'm pretty
hole.
sure
Remember.
he's not supposed
Can
to be
you
stood
run?
there.
Why is Iron Bull standing on his face?
Iron Bull,
Get
really?
off of him!
Manners.
Look at that. Outrageous.
Is he teabagging him?
I know. Can you say that live on the internet?
Yeah. Well, it's one of those niche references, right? If you're too young, you don't get it. If you're...
Oh wait, what was down there? Was the go back to the well? What was that? Oh no, you
The
just have
notes.
to read it. Don't read it. Don't
You
bother.
can read it
No,
if
it's
you
fine.
want.
It's XP though, right? It's an RPG.
It's yeah.
Do you play many games? Or is it just the BioWare games kind of thing?
I play the games that I'm in that
Yeah.
I've been given. So I've done Mass Effect. I've actually done bits of the whole of Mass Effect. So I got the trilogy,
Okay.
but I did invest more in 3. I confess. Same with all the Dragon Ages. I played a lot of Inquisition. I just did a game called Sacred 3, so I played that. I was
Okay.
in Forza Horizon,
Oh,
which
of course you were, yeah.
which I loved. Because I got to play a stoned, drunk DJ that was a hell of a lot of fun. And I rather egocentrically watched The Amazing World of Gumball because I'm in it. So yeah. Forgive me if I don't stand to greet you. That's fine. You don't have to.
Is
My
this guy
he's
central to
injured.
the
Do you want
plot?
to read some of the lines as if it was you in the studio?
Sure. Well, shit. I knew it would be soon. No, this is his lines. He's not. Stop him from talking.
Oh,
You're
goodbye.
injured?
Well, let's say goodbye. Say you're injured. The whole
All right,
idea was
okay.
conversation.
I
Rich.
thought we could get someone better to talk to.
You're injured. How are you injured? A storm blew up a few months back. Sorry.
It's a very one-way conversation.
Yeah,
this.
it is a bit. Do you have any lines where you do have 2 characters and you have to...
I have to play
Talk.
both the
Yeah.
characters. No, someone will read them in.
Okay.
Otherwise, I go a bit schizophrenic.
Right.
Although in the latest Dragon Commander, I am playing twin sisters, one evil and
wow.
one, and that is in the studio.
That'd be
Yeah.
interesting.
Is that a bit like Dragon Age then that you're doing? Are they completely different? So you have to do the.
No, that's more linear. But one twin is evil and one twin is good. So,
Okay.
I'm playing both of them. Oh, do you want me to do this?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have any idea where Storvacker has gone? Okay, you talk. I'll wait.
Shall I do this?
Yeah, he looks like you.
Right. Oh, thanks.
That's all right.
Do you want me to do you're a hunter? I assume you go hunting yourself.
Of course I do. Who says otherwise?
Oh, Dan, you should
No
be a voice
one.
actor.
I lead our hunts, Inquisitor. My leg aches. When I
good.
can't see in the dark, and I bring more meat than anyone in the hold. Was that me?
Yeah, go on. say
Goat's,
it.
goat's piss. Do I hunt?
I didn't mean to offend. Yes, I get it. I apologize. I was just curious.
Just suppose you can't help lowlanders' manners.
Farewell.
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 There you go then.
Search the valley for the bear. I told
Come on,
you.
Rich.
Okay, here we go.
Go up the hill,
let's go up
Rich.
the hill, up the hill.
Into the valley. Ain't no mountain high enough. Ain't no valley low enough. Come on.
We're going up a
get the
mountain to go
bear
into a valley.
to you.
I'm going to claim
Ooh,
this. That's mine
claim
now.
that, yeah.
I like how you just put your banner down. This is mine.
Yes.
Mine.
This is mine.
Yeah.
This stairs
Search
go
the
nowhere.
valley for the bear. That is not the valley.
That's
That
not
is
the
clearly
valley.
not the valley.
Dan told me
Valleys are
to go there.
between things.
Dan told me to go up.
Let's go right.
Are you sure? Oh, yeah, this looks
There's
good.
a valley.
There you go. Can't you just like
this
jump
is the way I
down?
came up. I think we'll die if we
You
do
will.
that.
Don't do that. I did that a few times on my first playthrough. It didn't go so well.
Is it fun doing the death sounds?
Yeah, bash to the head, bash to the throat, bash to the gut, bash to the back.
It's good.
Yeah, I've done this before.
Yeah.
Ali was saying that her grunts sound more like sex noises. Is
Yeah,
that
Ali's
the same
just
for you?
obsessed with sex.
Oh, is that what it
okay.
is?
That's Ali's issue.
Okay.
All right. No, I'm joking. Sometimes your grunts do sound like orgasms. It's true. This has happened. When I did anyone do the sex scene with Iron Ball? No. Okay, so you know how like naughty it gets, right? So when they recorded that, I had to ask the director and the engineer to turn off all of the lights in the studio and look away from the booth like that. Because I was so embarrassed and I couldn't stop laughing. I just couldn't do it in front of them, you know. I don't know.
Do you still get a little bit shy like that then?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit. Look, a little bit shy.
Come on, Rich.
I'm
Make
gonna
it to
fall
the
off the
valley.
edge,
I
just
don't know
know
where
it.
you're going. This is brilliant.
Go right. You can
Is
make
this
it
in
down
the
there.
direction of the bear, guys? Can anyone
I
confirm
think
this?
so, right?
Okay. We think so. Is that
Everyone-
no? That's the pig thing, right?
Everyone in our live stream
Now we're in
is
a
expecting me to die.
Yeah, Rich
This
has.
is my thing. I die in games.
Do you?
We
Yeah.
stream a lot, so 9 hours a week we stream.
He'd
after
almost
we've
be
worked.
disappointed if you didn't.
Yeah.
So I
But-
was, Alex will storm off stage if you die. How dare you kill me?
I can't work with these amateurs.
So in terms of lines, then, do you have favourite lines that you say? Like, what about a catchphrase? Because Mark's got tons, right?
Yeah, there's so many for the Inquisitor though. Call the retreat is one of them. I say that a lot in battle. Something about the. Oh, sorry, there's so many. I'm distracted by
fine.
the swamp.
It's a nice swamp.
It
Where
looks
swamps
amazing.
go.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen this before. I think that's.
And we're getting
that's
close
why
to
I'm
the
quite
bear as well,
excited.
apparently.
Yeah.
We're in the region.
It's such a brilliant world. When I went to Edmonton to meet the BioWare people, I met the art department, I met the sound department, I met the writers, I met everyone. And it really is like, when you look at this image, certainly for me, there is a whole department just taking care of like how that bum moves from side to side. They get the best job, obviously. Then there's a whole other department just taking care of like of the visuals that you're seeing, but it'll be like the tiny minutiae, like that flame, the shadows, so not even constructing the world, but the detail that goes into it. There's a person in charge of cutting out my breath.
Really?
Can you imagine that poor person for like a year just had to go, every time I'd start a line, let's say it was call the retreat, if I went, call the retreat, they would have to just take out the, isn't that crazy?
A little bit.
You just, you know,
Do you have
poor
any
guy.
kind of inkling of how the game's going to look? Or is it always a
I
a
do get to
surprise?
see some visuals, which
Okay.
is really nice.
So when you're recording the lines, do you see video, do you animations or
Not so
sketches?
much because we record ahead of times, but I'll see the sketches that
Okay.
they'll send over so I can get an idea of the world and what it looks like. When we were recording the adverts for it, the sort of television adverts and the online ones, all that kind of stuff, That was amazing because I saw the whole world that starts on the what's the name of the world that's all wet and windy and wild and
Oh, the Fallow Maya.
There you go.
Is that it? Very good.
Yeah.
We got to see that, and we got to see the crow, and we got to,
No.
all the character intros and all of that.
There we go. We're not going to disappoint the stream after all. I am going to die.
He's going to kill you. Alex is going to kill you.
It's Iron Bull.
No!
He's no good. I blame him.
He is a bit rubbish.
You have a revive spell.
I do. Oh, well.
You've still got Varric.
What?
Wow. You didn't
Round
disappoint
of
them many
applause,
That was for
guys.
the
He
stream.
tried.
Well done for dying,
He
Rich.
tried.
I'm so sorry.
So disappointing. We're
I
meant to
know.
find the bear, and you got us
It's
killed.
okay. We got a checkpoint.
What are your favourite things about the game then? What do you guys like?
The female Inquisitor's voice, of course.
Obviously.
But I think the world as well. It's just
It's
huge
so
and
immersive,
varied
right?
and-
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And it's the choice and consequence, right? The fact that
Yeah.
you feel powerful, and as you go, you're nobody, and then by the end of the game, you're like the head honcho of the
Yeah.
entire world. It's like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what? I'll sort this.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what I do love:
Tell me.
when you're on the throne
Yes.
and you're casting judgments
Yes.
on people. So that must
not
have been
taking
fun
Yeah,
to
that
do
was
as
great.
well.
I remember recording that very clearly, actually. It was, some of the judgments were really harsh.
Yeah, right.
I was like, all right. But that was fun. And actually, that felt kind of strange because it was sort of just, like you just said, it's not that she, in that scene, she can be just, she can be fair, but she can also be an arrogant ass,
Yeah, sure.
which shows a real progression from how she starts when she's being questioned by Cassandra and held to account to this sort of all-powerful, literally sitting on a throne. And I guess it's interesting as to how the player interprets that scene when it comes to it.
Yeah, there's a great scene with a guy that's thrown a goat
Yes.
up against the side of the
Yeah.
castle.
Yeah. I think that's one of the joys of BioWare, though, is they will take their time to write in these moments that you don't need a man throwing a goat. You don't need a man throwing a goat.
Absolutely.
But it's great that you have it because it adds such richness to the world.
And they always have a good sense of humour as well, right? I
Yeah.
mean, there's always subtle jokes
Yeah.
that dropped in,
Amazing.
especially in Mass Effect with the kind of the lift jokes.
Yes.
So-
Yeah.
Right, we've got about 15
we
minutes
doing?
left, so I'm going to grab a mic and
Yes.
go into the audience and take
Please.
questions.
Please.
So if people have questions, raise your hands and I will wander over. Thank you very much, sir.
I'd love to hear what your favourite bits of the Inquisition are as well. If you feel like sharing, please do.
Is this on?
How far am I from the bear? Am I getting close?
Is he close, guys?
He's never close.
He's got to kill what?
I feel like
Sorry.
we need
Thank
to
you
get
very
to
much.
Kill
the bear.
them and then get to
Then
the bear.
Okay.
Kill
I
them
can
and
do
you'll
that.
get to
I
the
can do
bear.
that.
Okay.
Right, if I can get you to stand up, please. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Hi.
I was wondering, how did you get into voice acting?
The clue is in the question. Acting. Voice acting. No, that's my... Because I meet a lot of fans and a lot of gamers who obviously really want to get into voice acting, which I completely understand. But the truth is, it comes from being an actor. So I went to drama school. I was working in the industry. I'd done a lot of TV, bits of film, this kind of thing. And I just really wanted to branch out. And I put together a voice reel, sent it off to people, got an agent, and the rest, as they say, is history. Does that answer your question? Cool.
Excellent. Right, we've got a question here. If you could stand up, please. Thank you.
Is there
Hi.
anything in the games that made you cry?
Yeah, there's loads of stuff. Well, in Mass Effect, when I was saying goodbye to shepherds, that made me cry, for sure, when they, blast off. And in this, what made me cry? I'm trying to think. Someone... Well, I don't want to... Does everyone know that there may be someone who betrays the Inquisition? Yeah, okay. The Cole is nodding. Right. That situation, I didn't see coming, and I did feel quite hurt. Yes, so I hope I haven't given any spoilers. And your playthrough may be completely different. You may have no betrayals, okay? May you all lead happy Inquisitions. But yeah, that was one of them.
Excellent. Could you please stand up, sir? Thank you.
Hi.
Hello. I was gonna ask if, like, what do you prefer?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
Oh, do you prefer to act voice or in person, on stage or in a movie or whatever?
It's a really good question. I like them all for different reasons. Voice acting is incredibly intimate and it feels very safe because you're not being watched by huge amounts of people. Having said that, I love being on stage. I feel very strong. I love connecting to an audience. It's very immediate. When you guys laugh, that makes me smile. I know I'm doing something right. So theatre work is a beautiful, immediate, powerful genre. The thing that gets me a bit nervous about TV and camera sometimes is that there's a lot of pressure to get that one take right. And you've got a lot of departments, so costume, makeup, lighting, script supervisor, they're all looking at you, seeing if you're going to get it right. But what's amazing about TV and film is that effectively you're just shooting the rehearsal. So you take another take, you take another take, so you can perfect it. And the detail that you get to put into a television or a film performance is extraordinary. And then you also have the other departments supporting you, such as costume, hair, makeup, lighting, sets, props. It's a big world. So different strokes. Yeah.
Just here.
How you doing?
Oh, okay. We just
Thank
ran
you.
over.
I'm almost out. I've got
So
the bear.
embarrassing,
The bear
guys,
is
isn't it?
It's difficult.
Could you
pressure
stand
of
up,
being on
please?
stage.
Rich, if you don't get to the bear, we'll be very
Oh, we've got the bear. We've
disappointed.
freed the bear.
Genuinely
The bear
very
is free.
disappointed.
Look, there's the bear. There he is.
Is that the bear?
Yeah, that's the bear.
Yay!
Hey, round of applause.
Woo!
It only took 47 minutes.
It only took 47 minutes. I'm happy with that.
Right, we have
That's
a
Storbacker, right, guys? Yeah.
There we go.
we have a question.
Hi.
Hi. Who do you support, Mages or Templars?
Oh, God. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Look, I'm the leader of the Inquisition, and I can see everything from both sides of the story, okay? I understand why they're angry with each other and that they've had their differences, but I can't take sides. I can't take sides. Sorry. I can't, sorry, I can't.
It's got to be the mages, though, right?
You have to work together. The Templars have their uses. I play as a mage, but they have their uses, you know?
It's like you're using them as people.
Well, yeah, but to get what I want. That's fine. Keep them sweet.
Right, can you stand up, please, sir? Thank you.
Hi.
Favorite dream project that you would totally love to work on?
Favorite? Say that again, hon.
Dream project.
Dream project. You know, I was thinking about this yesterday. I would absolutely love to do a major studio blockbuster like The Avengers, like Captain Marvel. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'd love to do a studio blockbuster. I'd also love to, this may sound mad, I'd love to play Hamlet. I think it's one of the best plays ever written, and I know that Hamlet is a male, but I think I would make a fantastic Hamlet. There you go, I said it. My ego just went from there to there. On the internet. Great. Glad it's out there. But yeah.
Do you have much stage background?
Yeah,
Is that
I
where you
did lots and
started?
lots of stage work. Yeah, and particularly at drama school, it's all stage work.
Okay.
So that's, yeah. And I did Nina from The Seagull, and I did, I'm trying to think, my Macbeth, I played Hermione in The Winter's Tale. I don't know if you guys know your Shakespeare. Yeah, someone's nodding. And I played Viola in 12th Night, so I have got...
She knows everything, genuinely everything.
So I have got that, yeah, in my
Excellent.
bag of tricks.
Do we have questions? Do we have
And
questions?
also really complex dramas. I like a good complex drama. I like a House of Cards or a Boardwalk Empire. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good shout.
Hello.
Hi, nice
Hi.
ears.
Oh, thank you. What was your favourite mission to voice in Inquisition?
Oh, wow. That's a good question. There are so many. I remember the balls in the Palace of Orlais that went on for ages, and I mean, they really, like, the recordings went on for weeks, maybe months, but it was such a big mission. I quite appreciated that. And there was, the mirrors. I loved the mirrors. Have you done the mirrors bit with Morrigan? And yeah, I loved all that. I thought that was really good, really fun.
Marvellous. We have a question. Could you stand up, please? Thank you.
Hi.
Hi. I was just wondering, apart from the Inquisitor,
Yes.
who's your favourite character to have voiced?
Who's the favourite? Sorry, I haven't said that again.
Who's your favourite character that you've been the voice
That
actor
I
for?
voiced. Samantha Trainer is far cleverer than I am. So she would come up with bits of dialogue, and I'd be like, I'd have to turn to the director and go, I'm sorry, what? What does that mean? What are we talking about? Because she's so super bright. So that was really clever. I think I mentioned that I do The Amazing World of Gumball, and I play several characters within that who are all wacky and crazy and brilliant, and they're written by French writers, so they're sensationnel. And I've just done a game that I can't talk about, but it's really good, so watch out for it. And she was this kind of very fun, sparky, sort of like kind of Lauren Laverne type DJ type of thing, kind of. So yeah, that was quite cool. Yeah.
Awesome. Right, can you stand up, please? Thank you.
Do you have a favourite line or moment from the Samantha Trainer romance?
The toothbrush, always. Oh, the romance, sorry. Can I take a shower, Inquisitor? Would you like to join me? Any of those, take your pick.
Excellent.
Out of all 3 Dragon Age games, if you've played all 3, who's your favourite character?
The Inquisitor from Dragon Age Inquisition.
That's a bit of an obvious answer, right? Sure.
No, I'm teasing you. But it was such an extraordinary thing to play such a big character that will always hold a very special place in my heart for obvious reasons. Yeah.
Do you have any more questions? I can't see hands.
Anyone got any more questions? Don't be shy.
Hold on.
Speak now, forever hold your peace.
Does Tamara have a question, or is he trying to get my attention? No, he doesn't. Excellent. Right, well,
Thank you, guys.
we have pretty much... how far did you get, Rich?
I freed the bear. We're going to go and tell this guy, what's his name? Ciara's Sunhair. That's nice.
Yeah.
That's
We're
about
going
right.
to tell him that we freed the bear. There's a bit
Well,
of
at
a
least
fight
he
going
freed
on
the
there.
bear, right?
Good work.
Yeah.
Well done, Rich. Can we get a round of applause for Rich?
Thank you.
And can we get a bigger round of applause for Miss Alix Wilton Regan? Thank you very much for
guys.
joining us.
Thank you so much. Lovely to see you all. You're all fabulous.
We will be back in... I do believe you're doing something...
I'm going to be back here in 20 minutes. So
Okay.
I'm going over to the MYM stand, which is just across there, if anyone wants a signed photo. And then I am coming back to do Geekatorium at 20 past.
There you go.
So
Perfect. So
keep your seats warm if you'd like to.
the show starts in about 6 minutes. Geekatorium. Plenty of funny stuff going on. And Alex is obviously back on the stage.
Thank you
might
for
as well
having
just
me.
stay here, right?
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank
Bye.
you.
Well done, Rich.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, everyone.